Oh, yo, she was like, yo, let me get mine.
Yeah. Yeah, we just clap these cheeks. Mm.
Yo, she sure did get hers in though. Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy Sit There with the Intel season finale. Ladies and gentlemen, yo, Rakai's in the house. Yo, tell the people what's going down, fam.
Hello, Dogma.
Yo, I love it. I swear to God. Yo, season finale, episode 9 was a heater, especially with the way it closed out. Had some like Into the Dinosaurs, asteroid hitting the Earth kind of vibes. I have no idea how this is gonna close out because we have a lot of questions as of a result of episode 9. So make sure you stay towards the very end and you can get our review of the entire episode. And also make sure you stay so that you can hear how you can listen to this in all of its entirety, uncut through the Patreon. So without any further ado, let's get started.
How was it ever born? How could there be nothing, and then, suddenly, something?
Okay, here we go.
And again, the super religious overtones.
Yeah, don't know. Did he rise on the third day? I'm wondering.
I thought it was a nightmare, but when I woke up, I couldn't breathe. I was drowning with him, our minds linked.
I remember that.
I could hear
It was like Tellum's
him
tricks
out
where
loud,
dudes look like
just as
that.
Harry had. And I smothered his own voice, buried it so deep Tellum would never hear.
Dang, she went to the Xavier School of Learning and leveled up for real.
Yeah, she used her dark phoenix powers.
Tellum said the best illusions need grounding in reality.
You saw me, Salvor. Thanks to Gaal, they all did.
So they're not like scrolls. As soon as they die, they're unable to change their form. So, okay. All right.
Well, remember, they changed his form on him after he died.
All right, they explained that in all of 3 minutes. Not bad.
Yeah. And explained it in a way where we understand it.
So we counted primes together. A barricade of numbers.
Dang, her head is all the way bust open. All the way down to the white meat.
If you hadn't managed to escape, we'd all be dead.
Warning. Unidentified life forms approaching. Threat level moderate.
Man, just toss the queen out. Show them what's what in depth.
Yeah. But tell him I had the soldier boy. Tell him.
You know what? Yeah.
Come out now. You've nothing to fear from us.
They're like, we know we can feel the tell him gone.
Her voice was in our heads always, bending us to her will, but for the first time since we arrived here, our thoughts are our own. You freed us.
That may be
They'll be
true.
like, don't try no bullshit.
That may
Harry
be
still got a
true.
stick.
Y'all a good one.
But Harry's like, let me go get my stick.
Okay.
Well, that ain't a cult.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that part, it's still a cult.
He rescued me. And I loved
My
him.
ass off, he felt like the episode.
And yet, I'm forced by my directive to preserve it.
We could reprogram you.
I would destroy you if you tried.
Your Grace?
The would-be Empress will be tried for treason.
I'm sorry.
And there's little question she will be executed.
Dang. Oh!
Any of this, then just wipe it from our memories. And risk Cloud Dominion restoring them? It is my job to root out secrets.
Yeah, you can't outrun me. Come on. Don't do that. I'm Demerzel. Chill out with that.
Tripping. Now your wrist broke.
I forgive you. None of us were free. We were fools to think we ever would be.
She has snuffed so many of them, though. You know, when their time runs out and they send them to the chamber.
Let's throw in Suena.
We will destroy them all, starting with Thespis.
It's an atrocity. Yeah, I still delivered it to you so there wouldn't be a need for any more.
No, you delivered it to me because I told you to.
Ooh.
You do this, It'll be the moral ruin of Empire. We can't survive if you're willing to...
Oh! Whoo!
Do it.
Very real survivor. Listen. I was in that camp all the time.
Do
About to get these wings.
I mean, he slapped fire.
Demerzel ain't here.
No.
Jump sequence is locked.
Uh-oh.
All hands to jump crashes.
Mm-hmm.
But your spacers will also die. It's suicide.
A small price to pay for my people's freedom.
Wow.
Your general halfway figured it out, but you never listen to him, do you? War, ordering your entire fleet to Terminus, which you did.
The whole fleet.
Oh, you came right to us because you're so fucking predictable.
Mm.
Did you predict that?
Like, dog, you still gonna die. Oh, yeah, you ain't got that shield, remember?
Yeah, you ain't got that shield. You ain't got Demerzel.
Oh, yo, she was like, yo, let me get mine.
Yeah. Like, we just clapped these cheeks.
Yo, she sure did get hers in, though.
Plus, he killed her daddy, though.
Shit, is a frog's ass watertight.
It's a pig's ass pork. Look, he's like, I've been looking to whoop your ass.
Yeah, look, everybody gonna get their licks. He's like, I gotta get my lick back.
I fucking love it.
Oh!
Nigga was savage.
I don't need you.
Yeah, you do. Oh.
Come on, Belriel. She did all the time. She did all the time in captivity. You got assault.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is why you only die once. You're pathetic. Flare up. And you burn out.
Oh.
I thought you were RKO in. Yeah. They're real son. Oh no. I did not see that coming. Oh shit.
I slipped the other node in his robes while he was throttling me.
And another king slid aside. Clever move, Joe.
It's a lovely sentiment, brother, but we won't all be raising the glass. I know I said that no one's getting off this ship alive, but there's a way that one of you can escape.
Like, listen, you're doing crap and shit. You want to know?
Yeah, he was like, just give me 5 minutes.
What will happen to her?
That will be for Day to decide.
I'm in charge while he's away.
True, but can you really be impartial in this circumstance?
I know.
The brushstroke green on the neck, added after he died, like a footnote. What's it symbolize?
Signifies a betrayer.
Oh, wow.
We should discuss next steps. In private.
She didn't see it.
That was a slick ass move.
How typical. Denying me a martyr's death.
She must put that thing on him, boy.
Yes. The ping pang, the boom bow.
Yeah. The brother then put it on him.
You know what? I enjoyed her storyline more than I enjoyed Gaal's and Salvor's.
I was just about to say that.
What was the name of that horrifying creature on your ship?
Oh, who, Becky?
Yeah. This wine tastes like Becky's asshole.
Wow. Yo, people be going out like straight up gangsters. Man.
Yeah, but they're going out G-style.
I mean, all the way.
It's been confirmed.
The whole
lifeboats
fleet.
have been disabled. No one survived. I am so sorry, Lady
A moment
Demerzel.
of silence, please.
Whole fleet. Gone. Dead.
Which means they cannot police the galaxy no more.
Dead. Have them arrested immediately.
No. We will escort them safely back to the palace where I will speak with them in private.
Bride.
Like the plan don't stop. I mean, she was already, you know, knocked up anyways.
In this very moment, grows inside her.
Really? I'm a father.
Congratulations, homie. You ain't miss.
I know you were programmed to be there, but I'd like to believe you would have been that way. Even without it.
You said all the right words. I'm sticking around and hunch your motherfucking ass down.
Still gonna hunch your ass all the way down.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
You alright, Josiah?
I need to tell you something.
Uh-oh.
She's...
Uh-oh.
She's so weak now. I feel her dying with me. Scared. Fighting. Scared. But I'm not.
I mean, just think, when did she decide to jump in his head? In between the first or the second stick hitting her head?
Help! Someone help us! Daughters, oh, please, you can't leave me.
What happened to the future shit?
Mom, don't you see what this means?
Change the future.
I have absolute faith in... No.
Dang.
Look at Game of Thrones, this shit, the last 2 episodes, they're like, you know what? You might not have been doing it before, but now, kill everybody.
They clearing the board.
Everybody can, and we'll get it.
All right. It was nice rocking with you, Salvor.
I like Salvor better than Gaal.
Yeah.
Gale's ass is smart, but Salvor had that dog in him.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it.
We got her dressed up like Erica Badu and shit, I think.
Oh, man. They sending her out like a Viking on one of them funeral pyres. Yeah.
She waiting on Andre 3000 to come over. Like.
And on and on.
She definitely gone off that shit. Wait, why a girl look like that?
Yeah, you saw that look too, right? That's what I'm saying. They should have been left that planet over there messing around. Y'all had the free out. Y'all stayed.
Yeah, tell them to jump in somebody else.
Let my eyes wish other spirits' eyes look only forward to the future.
That's right, she just out here floating.
Let my heart.
Who's gonna find her? Gonna sip slow.
What was it, Harlem Nights? He said, don't go, because then you just dead. You just gotta. Uh-oh. Look what survived. Looky.
Yeah.
Harry spacecraft.
Yeah. Harry's like, I ain't anticipate all this. I tell y'all the numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't.
It's good to see you, brother. Where's Hoba?
Yeah.
Well, probably was outside the outside the vault, so.
The vault can do a great many things. You've seen for yourself. It's larger than it looks. Rise, brother.
You said the whole town?
I was thinking that word.
Would survive.
Took everybody in there.
He got the whole town. Huh.
Well, you know, you have to think of it. Harry is too smart. Oh, that's our dude.
Wow.
Are those her fathers?
If you were on the planet, you made it.
He said if she's on there, then that means that she got on the space pod. You already know. He didn't make it.
I'd have been like, listen, y'all got to build a holodeck on this because there's nothing to do over here.
A spaceship or the project.
All right. Well, that's the first second big one. There's so many more.
I would have given up a countless number of times if Yana hadn't sacrificed herself for me. I keep going because Yana can't.
Salvor moved fast as hell. She threw the knife and got in front of the bullet. She was moving fast.
Super quick.
Tell me the plan can still work, Harry.
The plan can still work.
Okay. Can the plan still work with you? Are people gonna believe this one? Time to get the updates. The iOS 17.0.
But you should not let this discourage you. For I've recently acquired a very powerful new tool.
Oh. Huh.
Can you understand this, Demerzel?
Not all of it.
That's right. Harry gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, now what?
Get you in the future. 150 years upstream to the turning point where you face the mule.
Sister Demerzel gonna do it because her programming.
It's too big for one person, Harry, please. Please don't make me abandon the only family I have left. Come with me.
It is too big for one person. Yeah. Harry, you made another you.
The mules like the White Walkers.
You know, this reminds me of vampires, right? You know, like the overlords, how they go to sleep and while the other ones awake, and then all of them how they time to wake up and be in charge of the whole vampire world.
Ah. You want some Anne Rice stuff right now.
I mean, I just thought of it because the way they bring these pods in here, like, you know, they're going to sleep in the throne room. Everybody going to walk past them every day.
86,990,000.
I love you.
461.
So they're jumping 150 years?
That's definitely not how I would want to do that shit.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Look at her. Look at her sneaky self. I don't know about you.
How could there be nothing? And then suddenly, something. Close your eyes.
It's probably going to be her son. It's the damn mule or something.
That part. Wow. 152 years later.
I saw her again.
Yeah, they're way over 300 years old.
I have to destroy her. Even if I have to burn everything to do.
Dang. No. Episode was very no holds barred, man.
It was. And it still left me hella confused. Like, I mean, I understand where it left off, and it's even a lot of stuff for season 3, but
if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sintel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet.
there's a lot of stuff here that needs a further explanation. I need to read a compendium. I need some backstory.
Yeah, I mean, we said in the beginning of this that it's very high level thinking sci-fi. For a TV show, you know, books get way even crazier than this, but for a TV show, it's high level thinking for a sci-fi show. This ain't Star Trek.
Yeah, I guess what I can appreciate too is like if you read the books of this, your imagination can take you to soaring heights. But to see, I guess someone else's or a collective of people's vision of what this could look like, it's a fantastic damn job. It's some of the shit, I don't know if that's what I would came up with. And
I agree.
The look at them spaceships, that's cold-blooded. That might be one of the coldest designs for people. And damn near any sci-fi series, that's it.
Yeah. The how satisfied are you with the storyline of Demerzel and her influence and or subjugation of her, or actually not subjugation, that's the word I'm not looking for. Her influence over the brothers.
Well, I just don't understand that last conversation she had with Dawn. He's like, me and our girl, we gonna bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She knocked up, and I guess what he was saying is, let us go, let us be free of being Empire. We just want to go somewhere and love on each other and have a family. That's a pretty saying. And then for her to, you know what I'm saying, to break all three out, and then she's programming, and I'm sure she cut a whole lot of that shit out that just happened with the three of them before. I don't know. I just, you know, think it looked like Empire was over, the fall of Empire. I mean, hell, his whole fleet was died. So, I mean, no matter you uncork one of them, he still ain't got no fleet. Like everybody in the galaxy know, he weak as hell. He had thousands of ships and people and shit, and they all gone. He ain't got nobody but Demerzel right now as his army. That's the army right there.
Well, yeah, and then also add to the fact that since the fleet is gone, they got no way to police the universe, and since the altered human beings that mitigate, you know, hyperspace travel, since they like threw their fingers up and was like, "Yo, we done with this."
Yeah, we are.
So how can you police the galaxy? You can't go any further than whatever the regular travel speed is, which I'm sure probably can barely even get you out of your own solar system, much less, you know, go across the galaxy.
Just waiting on somebody to show up and conquer you.
Yeah, so it's like the galaxy is the Wild West right now.
Yeah, and the only people that can get anywhere that they want to is all the people that Harry saved on the vault because they got the little whisper chip.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm sure Harry, we think Harry saved the people. He saved them ships and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how not Foundation, but how the Brothers Empire stays afloat. That's my thing. Like, I'm wondering, what does that look like 150 years? But maybe that is what causes the mule to have power, because nothing is policed anymore. And that is why, because I think as far as they're concerned, they're almost an afterthought. They can't police anything. They can't go anywhere. So the only thing, there has to be something to pick up that vacuum. So I think all of next season is going to be all about the mule's rise, how he manages that, and then the remnants of Dusk, Dawn, and Day trying to bring power back off of. I don't know how you enforce it. I don't know. I'm sure the book is probably a lot more thorough. So that's the thing I love about books. Don't get me wrong. I love catching the movies and everything. But the beauty about books is that, for me at least, and let me know if you're like this too in the chat. If I don't get something, I have read a single chapter over a few times over until I'm like, okay, now I think this makes sense. You don't really get that with this. So you're just given a bunch of information and you just got to just take it and just kind of just run with it. It's hard to process all of this stuff that's getting thrown at you. So I'm sure the books are probably a lot more clear as to what has happened, why it's happened, and then what to expect in the future.
Yeah, and that's the thing about books too. Is like, you know, one thing I like about books is too, like, if you don't get something, you can go back, reread it, like stop, reread it, try to figure out, like, okay, hold on, maybe I need to Google this, like,
yeah,
you know, start talking to some other people, like, wait a minute, hold on, let me call Chuck, let me call Flintstale. Wait a minute.
But you know, my all-time favorite, my favorite out of this, which makes this a 9 out of 10 episode, is one moment. Yo, when Brother Constant got her licked back.
Yeah.
Yo, to me, that gave me everything I wanted. Yo,
She stole on him. Yaka.
She's like, oh man, that watching him get his just desserts, Brother Day, get his just desserts.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah, his little temper tantrum. It didn't end like you thought it was going to end. It was, and this whole thing about the whole religion, it's all sleight of hand, and they did it again, which in a very good way. You know, it was believable. So I was like, all right, you got him.
That was very, very slick. That was very slick. It's almost like they set it up like you knew it was coming from episode 1 or whatever. This, you know, whatever it was, episode 2 or 3 or whatever. But yeah, didn't even see it. Very
toasting to Becky's asshole. Oh my goodness. I still feel like the Gaal Salvor part, it still feels like a side quest. I feel like we could have had this entire season and not had any part of that, and it would have gone on just fine. I feel like this is how much this feels like a side quest. I think you could have summed up that entire thing that they did in 2 episodes of the next season, and they could have been done. It felt like a bunch of filler to me. Let me know in the comments if you think it feels like filler, and without being a complete spoiler, let us know if you were satisfied, you know, with what.
And here's the thing too about, like, as much as I like the Salvor's character, but I understand why they had to kill her, because it's almost like, you know, the whole Jedi thing. In order for you to reach your whole Jedi-ness, you know what I'm saying, you have to free yourself from attachments. And Salvor and Gaal could not free herself from attachment. That whole thing about seeing Salvor dead at the hands of the mule had her paralyzed. She couldn't move on from that. She couldn't do what she needed to do for the greater good. It's just like, you know, Del Rio said something really interesting too. You know, because the death of a few spacers, you know, and them, a few thousand people on ships, saved billions. And it's just like, and really, you talked about a moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Would you do what you had to do, knowing you could save billions, but also knowing that you could not save the one person that you love?
I didn't think he could do it. I really didn't think. I thought that was going to be the turning moment. It's like, I'm not going to kill my you know, my little boo thing. But he was a soldier through and through. I'm going to follow these orders.
Yeah, that actually did surprise me.
Yeah. And then I you know what was surprisingly satisfying too is the fleet self-destructing, watching it just from, I guess, just watching from a visual standpoint. It just looks kind of cool. And then the concept of one ship warping into the space of another ship, I was like, all right, that's kind of dope.
Even better, I love the fact that when Hobart explained the day how you played right into Harry's plans, like you out here playing checkers, and he didn't checkmated you long time ago, and let your own hubris, your own, you know, arrogance, you said it earlier, your own arrogance play right into the plan.
Yeah.
Hell, I needed to be on a ship, and you invited me on. Thank you so much.
And he tried to have that one moment, finding, you know, that dude in the club that want to take his shirt off and want to fight the whole club. It's like, come on, dog, you've lost, bro.
But even before he had to get on the ship, right? Hobart had to get on the ship, right?
Yep.
But then when he came walking back through that was why Hobart insulted him, you know, and old girl was like, what are you doing? And he insulted him. He's like, oh, okay, well, come on up here. I'm gonna take you to the bridge so you can see what I'm about to do, how I runs all this.
You're like, absolutely right.
That's exactly where I need you to take me, because the space is on the bridge.
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. I didn't even think about that. From the giddy up, he was playing him like, oh my gosh. Well, I guess, shoot, that's only other thing I can think of conversation-wise is just the whole Demerzel plot line and how love is important and is a guiding force in a lot of decisions and everything, and even for her. but then there's this weird juxtaposition that her love may or may not be real because it's a part of her programming. I don't know. I don't know if I am as satisfied with how Demerzel closed everything out. I thought it would have been different. I didn't hate it, but I don't know. I guess I thought it was gonna be something different.
I'm confused about all that because, like, even in letting them go, well, hell, they just made the announcement to all the people. Like, everybody saw that they getting married. So,
yeah. The only thing I can think of is maybe in the future it undermines the legitimacy of the other brothers. That's the only other thing. Without being a spoiler, obviously, let us know in the comments what you think. And then I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and close this bad boy out. Just quick thoughts of just the entire series as a whole. Quick thoughts.
Well, like we said, this is highbrow. This is intellectual gymnastics. And you know, I think we stuck the landing. I think we hit some Simone Biles type stuff in this film. I am very pleased with season 2 more than I was season 1. Season 1 was a good setup, but sometimes you have to suffer through a first season to set up the characters, and then for them to do enough for you to actually care about the character.
Yeah.
You know, I think probably the only character really from season 1 that's missed is Raish. I think there was more of an opportunity, especially in finding out in season 2 that he actually was Harry's son. Like, yeah, that was a miss.
Okay.
You know, because him being, which made Salvor his granddaughter, like, yeah, that was a missed opportunity, right?
Okay.
I think the whole, like you said, the Gaal and Salvor side quest this time felt like a side quest for them to be the focus of season 1 and for them to become a side quest of season 2. I don't know. I don't think it was explained well enough and what is it setting us up for. Like, I really don't understand this future army to fight the mule. Like, that seems like something. Are we watching the same stuff?
Yeah.
But overall, I think when you think about people that know how to do sci-fi right, there have been very few shows far in between that do a honest job of portraying sci-fi. You know, and as much as I'm a Star Wars fan, got into the newer Star Trek, and even like we talked about earlier about Battlestar Galactica. Two shows really that did sci-fi highbrow. Yeah. Was The Expanse.
Oh, I was saving that for me. Yeah, but you beat me to it. Yeah, I think the Expanse has held the throne for highbrow, really good, you know, actual kind of science fiction. Like this could kind of, yeah.
And I would say this is a distant second, only because this has so many religious overtones, not even undertones, overtones. Where even Harry said himself, "You go, oh, okay, so we're going through the church phase." He said, "Well, you know, I got to be the Messiah or whatever, because we're going through that phase right now." It's like it's almost mocking it. But there was a lot of religious overtones. There was just a lot of other stuff down there with the empaths or the psychics. So you got some supernatural elements where it's almost turned into a Marvel property. Like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things mixed into this. Like, you know, they had a whole island of of Charles Xavier. Like, there's a lot.
No, I feel you on that. I guess my quick one. The Expanse is always going to be, you know, king of the hill for me when it comes to sci-fi. I loved The Expanse, and Battlestar Galactica, which you mentioned earlier, you know, it falls on it. It was one of the first higher brow sci-fi shows that really made me realize the possibilities of Battlestar. And you mentioned that. And this is in those conversations. To me, for me, me personally, I think The Wire is one of the greatest series of all time. It's a top 3 for me. But in the beginning, there was a season 2 of The Wire where it left the corner and it went to the docks, and it was a totally different form of storytelling, right? And although it was different, it was good. It was good, but it was just different. It went away from the corners, right? And this is kind of how I feel about this season as well, especially when it comes to Salvor and Gaal. It's like our main characters don't really seem to be the focus anymore, but we're talking about the other stuff that's really good, really cool, and had me, all in. So I got all the faith in the world for season 3. They've sold me. They told me that they showed me that they could take a pivot and still be amazing. I don't know how close this is to the books, but it definitely has me interested to maybe pick it up maybe up this fall or this winter and jump back into it. I appreciate it. It was good. I give it on a scale of 1 to 10. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. It's not a 10 season, but if last season was a 7, this one is definitely an 8. And it's made the whole property as a whole better. So I'm excited about season 3.
I can very easily agree with that that rating. I think like you mentioned The Wire, and I think the difference in this and actually where TV where entertainment is in this day and age as opposed to when The Wire came out. The Wire was always planned for a 5-season arc. And so the writers, the people behind the show knew, okay, this first season, we're on the corner. Second season, we're on the docks. Third season, we're in politics. Fourth season, we're in the schools.
Yeah.
This season, we're in the
newsroom. Yeah.
And it shows these different aspects, these different industries, and how it's still, the main thing was always still the main thing, is the drug trade, but how all these other things played into it. And I hated season 2 like that. Did not like season 2.
Okay.
Like season 1 was so good. They started doing season 2. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Why are we on the docks? Why?
Yeah. And then when they started showing in season 3, you get Marlowe, and then you get the introduction of Parketti, and start talking about how politics and Stringer's trying to move off the corners and take his money. He's trying to move into a different echelon, and even how wealthy people, don't matter that you got money, don't matter that you that man on the block. They treated that, he got constantly sunned every time, and it just, it made you realize stuff. You're like, oh, okay, this is my Wire. And then you could see, I was like, oh, I see what they're doing now. But when season 2 came out, I did not see it. And I was like, what in the hell is this? So I'm really hoping that this is kind of moving along that kind of same trajectory where I did get a lot of satisfaction out of the season. Don't get me wrong. But if Gaal and Salvor were season 1, and now you done killed all one of them, and then you done killed Harry 9 times for him back. And he clearly did it. Like, what the shit? So I'm hoping that we'll get the real payoff, and be able to see for those of us that haven't read the books, see where this thing is going.
Yeah, that's a good place to go and stick a cloud. Let's stick a pin in this. Let us know, of course, what we got right, what we got wrong, and the fun one is what did we miss? Keep in the context that we are just watching the show. We have not read the books, so please no spoilers regarding the future in the books. Oh man, Rakai, thank you. Hey, I called the brother up, texted him up, and I was like, yo, you watching Foundation? I was like, am I? Yeah, I'm watching Foundation. I was like, please do my other channel a favor and please come in here and speak your mind on it, man. It has been an absolute joy. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm almost upset this is over. Like I'm watching the clip back on what's playing right now, and I just noticed That is a horrible way to die. When Day went out the airlock and he switched bodies with Bear Rios. Did you notice Bear Rios had on short pants? Like he died in some culottes. So he died in knickers. Like he didn't even have his shins covered. Like, no, that's a terrible way to go. He didn't even have our whole pants, my guy. Like,
Oh, man said some culottes. Oh, what is we gonna do with you, bro? What is we gonna do? Oh, yo.
Man, I'm upset that this is over, man. This was a lot of fun.
Rakai, please let the people know how they can reach you, man.
At Diamond Mind on all social media. DIAMONDMYND. Diamond Mind. It's all about up here.
Yeah, don't worry if you didn't catch all that. There'll be a link in the description for all of that. I am hoping that season 3 gets approved. And if it is, you know, Rakai, you don't be knocking on your door and be like, hey, brother, that time again. And also, more importantly, I hope you come as well. Thank you for all the love and support. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscription button. Of course, give us that thumbs up. That's how the people you know you're digging what we're giving you. And also, please, I know I haven't not said this in a couple of episodes, head on over to the Geekish Network. This is where I snatched this gem out from. Let me not say snatch, I borrowed. Please go over there, show all the love and support. It is a channel of for people of color, by people of color. And it is all of this nerd geek talk that we know and love. Yo, if you look like us and you want to hear that voice, head on over there. If you don't look like us and you want to hear what we're talking about, head on over to that channel. There'll be a link in the description for the Geekish Network. Yo, all right, I swear to God, this has been super long-winded, but it's been worth it because it's so hard to say goodbye off a really good project. So with that being said, hey, we'll catch you all next season. Bye.